Almost forgot to record. So how was everyone today? Okay, so let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Morning Star. And
Awesome.
so if you are on video or if you're going to talk, this is going to be recorded and it's going live on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, you won't be on video, but I will read your messages. So I can, if you have any questions, you can type on the chat, you can type on Instagram, or you can unmute yourself and ask live on Zoom. And it'll be amazing if your questions are relevant to what we're talking today, rather than something so different. And let's ask questions. You don't have to tell me a whole story about what's happening. I mean, what would you like to change is what you have to. That's enough if you ask me that. You don't have to tell me the whole story or the history or the geography. Not good at geography anyway. So right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poison. I'll talk about me. Not good at geography, not good at directions. So it'll be better if you just tell me hey, this is what I would like to change. And how can we change that? So everything that brought up in let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boas, and beyonds. Okay. So today, I thought let's talk about how do you open up your own gifts and your capacities? How do you, I think last call was about acknowledging yourself, maybe last or week before. So you should listen to that also along with this. So I think these two calls will go hand in hand. So how many of you have acknowledged your talents? How many of you know what you're good at? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what if you can acknowledge your gifts? What if you are okay with your shortcomings? Be in allowance of your shortcomings. And let me talk more about that. So I think I've told you guys in many calls a little about me, or I do reveal a lot about me in these calls. So actually, I went to one conference and that lady was like, the person who presented, she said, this is what I love to do, some business of hers. And she said, this is what I love to do. And I guide people to, do whatever they love, whatever you love in life. What if you can do that and create your business with that? So she had created a business with that. And first I was amazed. I was like, wow, she actually likes what she does in life, because I used to hate literally everything I used to hate in life. So everything that brought up right on good, bad, pot, pock, all the insurance, boys, business. Like brushing my teeth was a job. Getting up was another job. Sleeping was another thing. So it was like, life was not at all fun for me. Everything seemed like, a task. I have to finish this, or only eating I used to enjoy. So everything that brought up in right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and meals. So when I heard that, I was like, wow, she's doing what she likes. That was my first thought. And the second thought was, that's such a lie. And I don't think I'll ever do it. And that was my default. When I used to compare myself a lot with others, So I've changed. So who am I today was not who I was not my past. So when I compare myself with others, I would always go to, but I can't do that. They can do right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, personal. That was one comparison. And the second comparison was, if I'm good at something and you are not as good as me, that's my judgment, right? If that, I would feel a little good, like I'm better than this person. I feel much better. I'm glad that I'm not as bad as this person. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. So I used to do a lot of comparisons, and either won't work. Even if you feel you're better than others, you're limiting yourself. Even if you feel you're not as good as others, you'll limit yourself. And I always look at anyone else, literally everyone else, and I'll feel they can survive because some talent they have. It's okay, they can do this, they can do that. Or if they don't have talents, they'll have rich fathers or rich husbands, or rich wives, someone to take care of them. So because they can survive because they have this family background, they have this. I don't have any of that. So everything that brought up and let down, I now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all the insurance, boys, boys, and beyond. Yeah, so I felt that won't work for me, that conference. Whatever she's saying is such a lie. It's not going to work. And I self-curse myself. I have to live a life of suffering. I have to live a life of not good things. I was training myself to expect the worst. Always in every situation, I'm like, okay, this person won't pick my call. This person will reject me. This person will, treat me like this, whether I knew them, whether I didn't know them. And so that I'm very bad at that. I really don't expect anything from anyone. And I can't obligate anyone on anything. So I'm not that at all. So even in my past, even in the present, if it's not that I do a favor for you, you obligated me, I cannot hold that at all. So that's not something which I could do. So everything that brought up, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, men. So I'm trained to expect the worst. So even if I do something for someone, I will expect them to maybe not give back. I won't say backstab or betray. I'll just say not give back the same, because and I can't hold that. Like, I've done this for you, you didn't do it, you didn't do anything in return. So that was not. So I always expecting the worst. Someone will not pick my call, this person will reject me, this person will do that. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Everywhere you're expecting the worst to happen, will you destroy and uncreate it? Revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, men. Because if you expect the worst, when your mind is trained to expect the worst, even if something small good happens, then you feel happy. And you've decided you can be happy only for those few moments. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what if you can actually stop expecting the worst? What if you can just live as, how does it get better? What if you don't have to worry about what you don't have and just be grateful for what you have? Because the truth is, you do have something, and sometimes much more than others. So what if you can actually acknowledge that? So that was the first thing I learned to change. Like, let me be grateful for what I have. When I started learning Reiki, I was like, okay, let me be grateful for this. Okay, let me be grateful that I at least have some money, I have a job, I have a house, I have a few things. So let me focus on that and be grateful for that. So what if you can start doing that? And then it was coming to, again, what are my capacities? And when she said, there is a saying that everyone has a talent, everyone has a strength, everyone is gifted. And when I was to read those things, I was like, that's such a lie, because I am not talented, I'm not gifted. And I know many people who are so ordinary. So why do they even write things like this? Why do they even say everyone is talented? But when you understand that life is so different, and it is true, you are gifted. Maybe you don't know what your gift is. So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So all the presumptive realities that I'm using to avoid my capacities and talents, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. All the need for reactive realities that you're using to suppress your gifts and capacities, will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So when I started working on you guys all know the sacral chakra, creativity. Started working with Reiki on my creativity. And every time I look at myself, I was like, I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't draw. And this is true. I cannot cut a paper. If I cannot even cut papers properly. Like, if you give me a scissor and a scale and ask me to cut a paper, literally have two thumbs. It'll not, and I won't cut it straight. It'll look like something else. It'll look like, some 3-year-old has taken the paper and torn it. So that's how bad, even today. Okay. So that's how it's like, I can't coordinate. I told you guys dance. I'm still figuring out the dance thing, not able to do it yet. So everything that brought up in my own, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So I was like, I'm zero talented. I'm not good at anything until I figured out that I'm good at talking, and I can talk so spontaneously. And if you ask me something, you do have a risk. Now I've changed. Now I've evolved. But earlier, if you asked me something, there was a huge risk. The risk was I'd never say I don't know. If you come and ask me anything, I would answer it. And with so much confidence that you'll feel it's right. And I may not know nothing about that subject. And like that, I've misguided so many people. So everything that brought up in the you destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, person. Because I was like, if this person asks me, I must know it. If they think I know something, I must have known it. Otherwise, why would they ask? So I just couldn't say I don't know. And then I would just spin up some whole story and And, some people are like, which bus should I go? And I have no idea about the Chennai bus stop. But I just told them, get into this bus, it'll go. And they actually went in, and their bus didn't go to that destination. It was so funny. The next day they were like, why did you do that? And I had no idea, because I just couldn't say I don't know. So everything that brought him in, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, boys. I've done stuff like that. And then once there was something not working in office, and they were like, why is it not working? And I gave 5-6 theories, and everything sounded like probably right. And then in the end, it was a very small issue. It was actually a mistake. It wasn't like, so then she came in and whatever you said was such bullshit. It was just a mistake. Then I said, okay. But I couldn't say I don't know. Or so nowadays I've trained myself. Now you don't say I don't know to yourself. You ask questions. But if I really don't know something, I'm okay to say I don't know. So that is a big evolution. But anyway, coming back to, then I realized my gift is in talking. So then when I found, after Reiki, when I started finding access, I was like, I can talk, enjoy, have fun, and make money. So would you like that? Would you like to do what you really are good at and receive money for it? So it doesn't seem like work. And the point of view is I have to really work hard for money. So if I'm just talking and someone pays me, initially I was like, but I just talked. Should I really take payment? And initially I would not take payment. Even now, but let me put it in the past. So from today it changes, right, wrong, good, bad, what, call, nine, choice, boys, person. But just talking to someone, I don't ask them to pay, because I just talked. I did nothing much. And I enjoy talking. So that's all I did. But today I'm like, no, if it is your valuable time, right? So if you are gifting it to someone, there's nothing wrong in getting anything in return. So everything that brought up and let down, I now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, choice, boys, person, yours. So would you like to do something you're really good at and receive money for it? Yeah. Would you? Or are you so happy with the suffering? So everything that brought up and let down will now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. So what gifts, talents, and capacities do you have that you are refusing to see and acknowledge? Everything that is will you destroy and create. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. And what if you being alive is the biggest gift that you have? What if your body is one of the biggest and amazing gifts that you have? Do you acknowledge your body? And it took me so much to acknowledge my body. It didn't happen in a day. It didn't happen for years. And even when I started learning Access and I started liking my body. So when I started doing Access, I kind of stopped mistreating my body. But it's not that I liked my body. It's not that I could say I really like you or you're amazing. It was just like, it's okay. It's okay if I'm overweight. Doesn't matter. It's okay if I look this way. Doesn't matter. It was more of that. It wasn't like, thank you for being there for me, And then I started working on it. And this is how much, we disacknowledge ourselves, because now I've reduced a lot. And when I was in this advanced class in Delhi, some people were telling me, not once. If one person tells me I'm very good at disacknowledging it, I'm like, that's a lie. That right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all night, just boys, boys, and girls. But at 4-5 people told me, hey, you look pretty young. You look like some people were like, you're starting to look like a school kid. And then some people were like, you are extremely thin. So, it took 4 or 5 people to tell me to even start telling my body, I'm so grateful that you've actually become thin, because my whole life I've always felt overweight. Even when I was in school or college, it's not that I was overweight. It's just I always felt that way. And the comparison factor when I was in college, it wasn't that I was overweight. I was pretty normal and I was looking good, but then everyone else would be much thinner than me. So they would be like 40 kilos and, like that. And then, so and then it was like, looking comparatively, they're like, maybe you're plumpier and maybe you're fatter. So I've never felt light in my body. And this time when they told me, I was like, I have to acknowledge this and, start treating my body that you are light, you are, looking good, you have changed. So how many of you acknowledge your body for whatever change? I'm sure when you started Access or when you started something has shifted in your body. Maybe not to the extent that you wanted, right? And do you focus on what has shifted or do you focus on what has not yet changed? So everything that brought up and let down, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. And it's so easy for your mind to actually focus on, but yes, I've reduced, but my tummy is not yet gone. Yes, I've reduced, but this has not changed. Yes, little has changed, but how many of you love the but? Do you love your butt, the butt that you sit on, or do you love using butt? So everything that brought up and let down, you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, bowards, and beyonds. So there's only one butt you need, the one that you have to sit on. You don't need any other butts in your life. So if that's part of your vocabulary, please let it go. So everything that brought up and let down, when you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, bowards. Do you acknowledge your body? Okay, Sonal is saying, you should see my drawing and dancing. Welcome to the club, Sonal. Maybe we can. Yeah, I think you should see mine and then we can take a call. Anyway, that's not a competition. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, fuck, all nine shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. So, I was like, let me acknowledge that. Let me acknowledge that I'm actually good at talking. Let me acknowledge the sense of vocabulary that I have. Let me acknowledge this amazing family that I have. Because, it's like you always argue with your family, something or the other, and they always cause drama. But then my mom is there for me. When I require her, she's there. She does a lot of things for me. And when I need someone to take care of my son, my mom is always, I'll take care, you go for it. Or, I'll try this. So what if I acknowledge how much they're there for me rather than, how much space she doesn't give? Because if you stay with my mom, she's so amazing. And everyone says that, my mom is so amazing and she's so nice and kind. But then she overthinks. And I'm with her, I can hear literally everything in her head. So it's like something is happening in the head all the time. But what if rather than going like, hey, I want space, or my mom is like this, what if I can acknowledge everything that they are there for me, everything that she does for me? So everything that brought up in that down will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boys, and men. What if you don't have to take yourself for granted or your family for granted? And what if you can actually start truly acknowledging, not just for the sake of saying it, like, I've become thinner, or just for the sake of saying it, yeah, body, you're better. Because when you add the but, you're just saying it for the sake of saying it. Or you're not saying it with that energy. Yeah, body, you look better. Not with how does it get better than this? You look better, but we still have to change this and that and that. And yes, I made some money. Yeah, I got some extra money, but still it's not enough. It's not everything that I wanted. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boys, and beyonds. This is what I would like you guys to get. Are you truly acknowledging the change that you can create? So everything that does not allow you to be the energy of truly acknowledging the change you have created, the change you're willing to create, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boys, and beyonds. Everything that you're using to keep doubting yourself, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boys, and beyonds. So always, and my craft story is another thing. In school, when they teach arts and crafts, I used to be the worst. Art at least, I'll not submit the paper. I used to do something and get away, I guess. Crafts would be worse. You have to cut the paper and fold it, I don't know, in so many angles and whatever. And God knows why they want to make stuff with paper. Anyway, my son enjoys that. But I don't know why. What is the point of making anything with paper? It gets wet. So anyway, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boys, and beyonds. And I would like literally shiver, like, what are they doing in crafts? So this also I realized was because it wasn't that I wasn't able to do it. It was because I wasn't able to see clearly. I had started getting power in my eyes at a very young age, and I wasn't wearing glasses. And I had no idea that I couldn't see properly or I'm not seeing clearly. It was just that whatever the teacher didn't get into my head, whatever movement they did. And even today, if someone does too much movement or too many directions, I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm not going to get it beyond the second point. I mean, you can talk to me in English, like however you want. You can tell me stuff. I can process it very fast. I learn very fast, but don't do directions one after the other. And don't do like paper cuttings and expect me to understand. So I know that, but I don't look at it as a limitation because you have so many other capacities and talents. So what if you don't have to focus on what is your limitation? And is it significant? How important is it? Can you have someone else do that for you? So everything that brought up and that down, you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So crafts was something else. And everyone had to make boxes. And I literally gave a folded paper. I still remember for that exam. It was about to make a paper box. and I gave a folded paper because I didn't know what to do beyond that. And the teacher was like, what is this? And I was like, luckily they don't fail you for not doing well in crafts. So that was something where I think it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but I was like, I was completely like, I don't want to do arts and crafts. I don't want to do sports. Sports, I would always, either I can't run as fast or I'll fall down, or, I can't hold that ball in my hand, something very bad at sports. So everything that brought up and let down, right, wrong, good, bad, hot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So, it's to feel. So have you ingrained into yourself that you're not good at anything? And is your default always telling yourself what you can't do? So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And what do you truly desire? So let's be clear about what you even desire in life. So what I have, maybe I've concluded, maybe I'm aware that directions are not that important for me. I have Google Maps, or I have someone, and that's the luck factor, right? I'll have someone or the other to tell me the directions. So nowadays it's like, it's very smart. Hey, I don't know the directions. Okay, call a driver. Why should I beat myself up for what direction it is? Sonal is saying, I don't get left and right on the road. That's so awesome. I don't even understand left and right in my own hand. Road is a different thing. So right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. It's just that somehow I'm ingrained that I have to eat with this hand. So I usually eat correctly with my right hand. Otherwise, I'm like, and when working on someone's body, I have to ask 2-3 times, am I touching your left side or right side? Because they lie in a different direction. And then as teach Redikall classes, you actually have to explain the whole right side of the body and the left side of the body. So I can explain, like in words, I can say right side is like this, left side is like this. I just can't show. So I'll say right side and show that side. Actually, I'm doing it correctly this today. So that's awesome. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boys. So I'd say right side and show my left hand and do stuff like that. And then I'll just give them waivers. Like I might show you the wrong directions. Listen to what I say. Don't follow, don't follow my hands. They may be wrong. So you just understand how to work with it. And those things are not so important to me. It's not something which is significant. What is significant is how I do my classes, how I can change things with fun, how I can acknowledge what works. So choose, I wouldn't say battles, but choose what you would like to do with your life. Choose what you would like to do with these moments to evolve. Choose things that make sense to you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and males. And you don't have to be good at everything. You don't have to be good at every damn thing. You don't have to be like the other person. You don't have to get everything right. So everything that brought up and let down, when you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And what if you can, Radhika, I'll come to you, give me a minute. What if you can just acknowledge, wow, that person is so talented. I see people who can do maths like crazy, or it was so funny. There was one person I was driving, and the person is not in a good state. So he was like drunk, really drunk, one of my friends, not in a good state. And then I'm driving and I lost the directions, and he's like drunk and he's like, I think you missed the road. Can you? I was like, wow. He got the directions in that state and I didn't. So why don't you appreciate, wow, they're good at that. They're ingrained with that. They're amazing at that, but there's something you're amazing at. What if you don't have to put yourself down for who you are? So everything that brought up in that down, when you destroy and uncreate it, right, wrong, good, bad, hot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And I don't like those projectors and stuff, and anything that, any extra stuff that goes with the laptop or the phone or the microphone or stuff like that. I'm like, what's all this stuff? I just look at the stuff and I'm like, why is there so much stuff? What am I going to do with this stuff? So I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I try to do minimal technical stuff. And it's not that I'm not good at technology, but it's just like, I don't want to, it's that stuff. So, but then what if I get someone else to help with the technicalities? It's so much easier. But what am I good at? And what if you can, what they say is, if you have a talent and you work on it, it becomes a strength. And if you focus on your talents and make them strengths, you will be the best in that. But if you take your weakness and try to, improve it and improve it and improve it, you may never get to a different level because you might just average out. So would you like to average out on something? Or would you like to stand out? Would you truly like to acknowledge your talents and your strengths? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and mirrors. Everywhere you've learned to judge yourself, put yourself down. Everywhere you've decided that you cannot learn or you will not get something for any reason, whether it's because you don't know the language or whether it's because like you have two thumbs like me. I know everyone has two thumbs, but you know the expression two thumbs means your hands are clumsy. So I'm talking about that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Whether it's like you have two left feet, that's because that's when you can't walk properly or when you can't dance properly. So all this stuff, even if you're like that, is that what you would like to focus on to correct and become average, or would you find your talents? And don't get this wrong. If you even are so weak at something, but you work on it, you can change it. It's your willingness of what you would like to change. So what would you like to pick to change today? What do I truly desire? And what can I change today that will actually take me towards what I truly desire? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And what if your bar, have you guys heard of this? The bar incorporates, you have to, there's a standard, you have to fit that bar, you have to go beyond that bar. What if your bar is extremely low? Like if you wake up happy, you've achieved something, haven't you? If you're like, hey, I move my body, I've achieved like maybe 0.1% in dance, that's so awesome. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, person. So what if you can acknowledge yourself for what change you've done? What, like today, I actually got the left and right correct when I was showing on the video. I was like, wow, I got it right. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So if I didn't get it right, please do not tell me. I do not wish to be corrected for this one. POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Again, kidding. But anyway, so what if you can just acknowledge the smallest change that you do? What if you can allow those gifts and capacities to come out for you to enjoy them and for you to become something more with them, to make them your strengths? Would you guys like to know your talents? First of all, how many of you know what you're talented at? And would you like for them to become your strengths and function from them? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and girls. Yes, Radhika, you can ask your question now or your comment.
So I like to share something. I know my talent, let's say it is about similar to you. I love talking. And I know I'm good and I get my point across. But the only thing is, what questions can I ask to show up more? To show up more.
What have you defined as showing up more? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all influence, voice. So everywhere you've decided that you're hidden, you're hiding, you're not showing up, will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and girls. So what is the point of showing up more, Radhika?
It's reaching out more people. Even doing a simple Facebook Live is like, okay, do I really have to do that? So what's holding me back? And once I'm there, once I start talking, there's no stopping. I think we all know that. It's just the start. It is just the start, the initiation.
I know that. I've been there. Even today morning, I was like, I should go start the call. So are you a car who has a key?
No, I think I'm self-driven.
So can you start?
Yes, I would like to believe so.
Yeah, just go and put your foot in, and then after that, what happens. It's fine.
Okay.
Because if you're like, I get it right, I have to do this properly, I have to talk like this, I have to decide what I have to talk. That's why these calls are so easy for me. I literally don't even think about what I have to talk. Just come and blab something or the other.
I know you're just flowing.
Yeah. And most of the time, my own stories, something, and even that will not be like fully coordinated, or it won't be like, it'll be like some story here, some story there, blah, blah, blah. And everyone listens, so it's fine. If I think about it, what should I say? How should I say? Am I dressed properly? Am I like looking at the camera properly? This, that, this, then I'm not going to start, am I? So what are you, what thoughts, no thoughts, feelings, no feelings, emotions, no emotions, sex and no sex are you using to decide that you can't start, to decide that you cannot show yourself? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, walk, all nine shorts, boys, forwards, and beyond. Thank you so much, Shivali. Thank you for saying amazing. Thank you. So how does it get better? So what if, and what, again, what's the point of doing Facebook Lives?
Yeah, that's also true. So yeah, so there are two minds. What's the point of doing all that? People who really require will reach out to me. Um, is it about the ego that I am trying to do it out of ego or pride or
Yeah,
uh,
truth. Is it about ego?
no,
No, truth, is it about validation?
not so much validation as the contribution I know it can be to people. And
So
what if it changes
what,
even one person's thought, one point of view?
so what if you being you can just change anything and everything?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what, walk, all nine shorts. So is it to change people, right? Is that what you're looking for?
Not to change, but just to be a contribution that, okay, this is also available. This choice is also there. Can we expand and look more around? Like, when we got into Access, we didn't know the word like choice could have such a powerful impact. Today that we know that, why won't we want to tell more people about it? A lot of us are stuck in that story of either or, and we taught like that.
So what if we can do this? What if you can say, what contribution can I be today? What contribution can I be today beyond my imagination for myself and others, everyone who's willing to receive, and everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, and now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, boys, and beyonds. And everywhere I've decided the means of getting there, rather than being that energy, will you destroy it?
Yes,
Right, wrong,
yes.
good, bad, pot,
Thank
pock,
you.
all
That's
nine
very
shorts,
powerful.
boys, and beyonds. Yeah. So it's not that I have to do the Facebook Live or beat myself up that I didn't start. What if you did something for someone and they told someone else, and that opened up so many other things? So it's okay. And if you want to do Facebook Lives, go ahead. Like, no one's going to stop you. And everywhere I've decided I have a key that doesn't start when you destroy it. Right,
Yes. Yes.
hot for call nine shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. So get the right keys, it's fine. And sometimes it's not even how many other times you do it, it's not natural for you. Like, if you give me a choice, I mean, I have the choice, but if I can take my phone and literally not call anyone the whole day, I'm like so happy. I'm like, I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to call anyone. I don't have to, I'm happier to WhatsApp or text rather than calling in. So I can actually be that. So I'm like, that's my default. Like, don't call anyone, don't talk to anyone, just be.
Yeah.
But if I have to, I have to. Okay, this will help me. Will this contribute to me? Yes. Will this Facebook Live contribute to me, to others? Yes. So I'll go ahead. So if you get the awareness that this choice is light, so you may ask, what will this choice contribute? Basic foundation. And then if it feels light, the way you go ahead will be different. The way you do it will be different. So maybe that wasn't feeling light for you because at that point, maybe it wasn't contributing. So many reasons. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Right, wrong, good, bad. Hot pock, all nine shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. So what gifts, talents, capacities do you have that you refuse to see or acknowledge? Everything that is will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nine shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. So Suhela is saying, I know some of my spiritual gifts and there are more to be uncovered. Yes, there is lots more. The amount of what you can be is so infinite. There's not one or two. There are so many things, small things, big things. There's no limit. Would you like to keep evolving, become more of yourself? That was so exciting for me when I was like, someone told me, you'll become more of yourself. I was like, that's what I want. I don't know. I don't care about, at that point, I don't care about anyone else at this point. I'm like, who am I? And what does more of me mean? What more can I be? What does more of me mean? What will show up? Who's this person? Who's this person that I've never acknowledged or been kind to? So everything that brought up and I done, will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, hot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and I would like to get to know this person. What are your strengths? What is not significant for you? What would you like to let go? What would you like to eat? how would you like to dress up? What is this person? What does this person want? So everything that brought up and let down will be destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, girls, and girls. Otherwise, I was like, it was so funny. Like when I had a friend, and then it's funny now. It's not funny then, but nowadays it's so much fun to talk about the fast. So everything that brought up in right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, girls, and girls. So I used to always feel like, I was like extremely fat and I don't look good, and so I used to have those clothes that was like, those gray blues, doesn't go to a different color, black, one light blue, one gray, and then that's all I used to have. And I used to only wear pant shirts. And so like, and that day I was driving with my friend, and he's like, can I ask you something? And we're just becoming friends, and like, yeah, you can ask me anything. It's like, don't they pay you in your office? Don't they pay you salary in your office? And like, what a dumb question. I'm like, of course they do. Then like, then why don't you even have any good clothes? And like, oh, why are your clothes like this? Same colors, same styles. And then like, oh, okay. And like, then no. You see, my body is like extremely fat. I have to reduce, and then only anything would look good on me. And then you're like, that's not true. It was like, that is not true. You can wear. It doesn't matter how you look. You can get the proper clothes. I'll take you shopping. And I'm like, okay. So I did go shopping and got myself some clothes that fit better, that were colorful, that actually were girly, feminine. I want to use that word because everything else I used to have was so masculine. I used to like can't do the pink stuff. Now I can't. So everything that brought up in the right, wrong, good, bad, hot pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets and beyonds, or too flirty, those puffed hands and all that stuff. I was like, that's not me. I have to wear this tomboy stuff and black. I still love black. It's still my favorite color. Right, wrong, good, bad, hot pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets and beyonds. So and then he was like, so we went, and then he bought me some stuff, and he was like, this looks good on you. And I was like, no, it doesn't. And no, it looks good on you. Just trust me and buy it. So like, okay, let me just do what he says. And I did that. And then I started wearing sleeveless. And when I used to wear sleeveless, I used to feel my arms look extremely flabby or fat, whatever the word is. But like, I can't wear sleeveless. And my body liked it. My body was like, it's good. And so a couple of people said, you look good. And before that, no one has ever complimented me, especially for the way I look. So everything that brought up in, I done right, wrong, good, bad, hot pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So like, okay, it is working. And then I started changing and listening to my body. So what if you don't have to judge the shape or the size of your body, and just acknowledge your body, because your body is one of your gifts too. How many of you acknowledge that? So everything that brought up and let down will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And everywhere you've decided that you're not worth it, you're not deep enough, you're not good as the other person, that you do not allow yourself to connect with you, will you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So would you guys like to be there for yourselves and connect with yourself? Yeah. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. By the way, thank you for allowing me to go so deep in today's call. I don't know whether it sounded deep, but it is. It might have sounded like I'm just blabbing about right, left. Right, wrong, good, bad. Hot work, all nine shots, boys, person. Yes, Ankita.
Hi, Nithya.
Hello.
Nithya, my question is, when we ask question in terms of our kid, whether this with the kid, our kid is playing, is this contributing? And it is coming out to be no multiple time, and still kid is willing to play with the same kid because she's playing from last 4 years. So what question I ask? Definitely, I'm asking this question. Universe, what will it take to bring a kid which is contributing for my kid and which will create greater in her world? So, Anitya, what energy I'll flow it like whenever she gets angry. What I'm perceiving is whatever that kid is having anger, irritation, she's observing everything in her, and she has started mimicking the same energy. So, what question I can ask that will shift her energy and that will create greater? She's just 5, recently turned 5.
Where are you not being an allowance of your child? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop. All 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Everything that you're projecting, expecting, rejecting, and separating from your child, will you destroy and create? Right, wrong, good, bad, poets, all 9 shorts, boys, poets. And it's for her, let her have the choice. Let her make her own mistakes. Allow your kids to make mistakes. You can't protect them from everything. And it's fine. Let them learn from their mistakes. How many mistakes did you make? And how many mistakes are you still making? How many mistakes do your parents make? And your parents are like, my kid shouldn't make the same mistake. I've not studied engineering, so my kid has to study doctor or whatever. And they think they know everything because they have made mistakes, not because they got anything right. And what did you get right? And you're like, I know what to do for my kid. I know what's contributing. I know what's the choice. You know, you want to get it right for them, but what did you get right? Sorry, but everything that brought up in that, you destroy it, right, wrong, good, bad. But work, all 9 shorts, boys. What did I get right in my life? Literally nothing. I think my son was so brave to choose me. Like, how many mistakes have I made? You can't count them because you're more than Godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys. And how many more mistakes do I make? So let me pot and pock that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So now I'm like, one more mistake, I can only offer it. Okay, again, I'm like, fine, that's fine. That's also part of you. It's fine. You've done it Godzillion times, so one more mistake is not going to kill you. So everything that brought up in the right, wrong, good, bad. Pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, person. So be an allowance of yourself and believe in your kids. They are infinite beings. She'll find her way. She'll figure out. Maybe for you, you got this is not a contribution for her, but maybe for her, it's a contribution. And so we don't know. So just trust your kid. She'll know what to do. So how much?
May I say something?
Yes.
So Nithya, for rest of the things, I'm fine. The thing is that she's speaking a lot of fear, being scared with the things. This is what is definitely is not I'm willing to receive.
You run BMM for her then, if you feel that.
Okay, fine. I can do that, right?
Can you?
No, I because I have not done the body process, so I'm not sure about the kids, like till what age, because in shamanism,
You have
we
not done
can't release the cord. I have done foundation. I'm not sure about the kids. We can run all these processes on them or not. This is what I was thinking.
is a foundation process. You can run it on them.
Okay, then. Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you. Okay, what is Shivali saying? I have major color blocks. White on Monday, yellow on Tuesday and Thursday, and black never. I feel every time I wear black, I have a fight with someone. Can you please help me break this block? Do you like fighting with others? No. So what if the color didn't cause the fight? What part of you is inviting fights, or what part of you is avoiding fights? Everything that is will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Everywhere you've associated that black will cause fights, will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Is it just you don't like wearing black, or do you fight with other people who wear black too? No, because I'm wearing black today. Okay. So how much fun can I have trying something which I've never tried before? How much fun can I have trying on the color black and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, because black is very regal. It does make your body, it makes the body look so elegant, is my point of view. I'm sure other colors do that too, but my point of view is like, every time you wear black, you just become a little more elegant. It just kind of shows your body shape so well. It kind of makes you look thinner. Right, wrong.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yes, Shivali.
Yeah. I feel that every time I wear black, it's it's like my mood alters. I mean, I love wearing black, but somehow I seem to get into a space where I'm criticizing the other person, my kid, my husband. Every time
is black your car key to start?
To start something? I don't know. It just automatically happens, and I did discuss it with someone before, and they said that it's just a mind block, and I've tried ways to remove it, but I just get into a zone where everything seems to go wrong. And then I tend to blame it that, oh, look, I was wearing black, and see, that's why everything has gone wrong. And then now I've started wearing like white on Monday, and Tuesdays kind of like Hanumanji's day.
Is
So
your hair
I
black
wear,
color?
sorry,
What color is your hair?
it's brownish.
It's not black.
No,
Has it been black or it's always brown?
it was several years ago.
Did you fight
but
with
then-
everyone when you had black hair?
I don't remember.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So black is
This
okay
is
for
something
you.
which has just happened to me in the last 1 year. I think I would go back as 1 year that but that doesn't stop me from wearing black. I wear it, but then I get into
Is your
a
hair
fight with
naturally black color?
It was.
So if that is naturally black and you've not fought your whole life, that means black doesn't cause problems for you. Something else.
Yeah. So how do I deal with that? How
Just
do
by
I
knowing that-
disassociate my attitude with the color?
Just by knowing that I've had black all my life and it's been fine. Just with the awareness. And will you expand yourself every time you wear black? Wear the black and expand yourself. Because if you're contracted is when you cause fights and something or the other. So if you keep yourself expanded, and black cannot be a problem because you've had black hair all of your life. So everywhere you've decided that black color causes fights for you, will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay? Yeah.
All right, thanks.
And ask your body which black would you like. Maybe your body doesn't actually like the black clothes you have. Maybe you have to get better ones, different ones.
Okay. Can try that.
Yeah. And it's not about this color this day. Ask your body, what would you like to wear today? You're wearing clothes for your body, right? So body, what would you like to wear?
Yeah.
Today? Which color would you like to wear today? Which style would you like to wear today?
I mean, I'd like to wear black every day, honestly. But somehow, I'm still in that loop where I feel that I wear black, and if I have to go out, it'll just and to the extent that if I wear black in the evening, it's fine. But if I wear black during the day, then it's for sure going to be like a problem.
No,
So
not about what you like. What would your body like?
Okay.
Body, what would you like to wear today?
Okay.
Would you like to wear black today?
Okay.
And expand yourself after wearing black, and let's see. And you can listen to this call again. I've given some results.
Okay. Great.
Cool. How does it get better?
Yes, thank you.
I have an exam on May, but I'm very scared. How to complete my syllabus with ease and peace? Someone else asking Nithya. I didn't want to say something so funny here. I'm thinking, should I say honest? So everything that brought up in it, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyond. You don't have to complete the syllabus, guys. Exams, you have to get marks. That's all exams are, right? It's about getting good marks. I don't know. It's not about understanding the whole subject. So ask, what should I study so I can get amazing marks in my exam? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, and beyond. Unless you are a really good student and you say, I want to understand every concept and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, which is the ease, what and all should I study? And I, even before I found all of this, whenever I do exams, I was like, I'll open the book and I'm like, what's the easiest question? Let that come. This is the easiest question. Let it come. The easiest question. That's the one I'll read and let it come in my exams. And somehow or the other, the easiest questions used to show up for me, even in the practical exams. I used to get the easiest ones because I used to always say, what was it? Let the easiest one come for me. Let the easiest one come for me. Let the easiest one come for me. Constantly thinking, rather than in that case, I used to not think the worst. Probably worst case because I would do bad in the worst case. So the easiest things will come for me. So what can you study so that you can get amazing marks? What should I read today that I'll get amazing marks? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, and girls. And please know you don't have to read the whole syllabus to get good marks. You just have to know what questions will come and read them. So ask awareness around that. And even the person who's correcting your exams, they have to be in a good mood. That's very important. If they don't like your handwriting, you're gone. So everything that brought in and let down, will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and girls. Those are tricks, guys. So that's all you require. Okay. Okay. So I think today was amazing. I don't even know 1 hour has, it's been 55 minutes since we started. So that was awesome. What question can I ask to trust my knowing more? What can I be to trust myself more? Right, wrong, good, bad, hot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So I do have a foundation in Bangalore coming up on 6th of April live. If anyone wants to join, please do message me. And foundations coming up end of April in Delhi and in May in Mumbai. So if any of you are there and would like to join, please do get in touch with me. Talk to the entities class is also coming up in May. Okay, Radhika says there's a call and exams that I've done before. It was fabulous. Thank you so much. I think it's some Morningstar episode, but yeah, you can listen to that. So how does it get better? Yeah, so I do have all these classes coming up, and I have a shamanic batch starting end of April, May. So please do get in touch with me if you would like any of these amazing classes to change things for you, to become more of yourself. So that's what, if that's what you're looking for, you should do these classes. And if you've already done them, you should repeat them, because they will still open a lot. I think foundation is one class which, if you have a body, or even if you don't have a body, like everyone on this earth requires it. I wonder why it's not there in schools. I guess it'll be good if that starts. So everything that brought up and let down, right, wrong, good, bad, hot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, people, then have a great day, and I will catch you guys. I love you too, Monica. Thank you. Catch you guys
Thank
next.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.